Imagine this. You wake up one morning and the first thing you do is reach for your phone. Not to check the time, not to see if someone has messaged you, but simply because it's there. You scroll, mindlessly, endlessly, through a feed of curated lives, breaking news, and algorithmically tailored distractions. Minutes turn into hours, and by the time you finally put the phone down, you feel nothing. Not joy, not sadness, not even boredom. Just a hollow numbness, as if you've been drained of something vital. You tell yourself you'll stop, but deep down you know you won't. Because stopping would mean facing something far more unsettling: the silence. Why is it so hard to just be? Why does the thought of sitting alone with your thoughts feel like standing on the edge of a cliff? You're not alone in this. Millions of people are trapped in the same cycle, endlessly chasing the next notification, the next video, the next hit of dopamine. But here's the paradox. The more we distract ourselves, the emptier we feel. The more we consume, the less satisfied we become. It's as if we're running from something. But what? The answer lies in a question so simple yet so profound that it forces us to confront the very nature of our existence. What are we so afraid of? Think about it. Why do we fill every moment of our lives with noise? Why do we feel compelled to check our phones, binge watch shows, or lose ourselves in endless scrolling? Is it because we're bored? Or is it because we're terrified of what we might find in the quiet spaces between the noise? Carl Jung once said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." What if our addiction to distraction is not just a bad habit, but a symptom of something deeper, a way to avoid confronting the parts of ourselves we'd rather not see? What if every time we reach for our phones we're not just escaping boredom, but running from the shadowy corners of our own minds? And yet, here's the twist. The very thing we're running from might be the key to our freedom. What if the silence we fear is not an enemy, but a mirror? What if the emptiness we feel is not a void, but a doorway? This is not just a question about technology or modern life. It's a question about who we are and who we're afraid to become. It's about the stories we tell ourselves, the masks we wear, and the truths we bury. It's about the tension between who we are and who we could be. So let me ask you this. What would happen if you stopped running? What would you find if you turned off the noise, sat with the silence, and faced yourself? Not the version of yourself you present to the world, but the raw, unfiltered truth of who you are. Would you find peace? Or would you find chaos? Would you discover strength? Or would you uncover fear? The answer is not simple, because the human psyche is not simple. It's a labyrinth of contradictions, a tapestry of light and shadow. But one thing is certain. Until we confront the root of our addiction to distraction, we will remain prisoners of our own minds. This is not just a call to put down your phone or cut back on screen time. This is a call to dive into the depths of your own consciousness, to confront the fears and desires that drive you, and to reclaim the parts of yourself you've lost in the noise. But before we can do that, we need to understand why we're so addicted to distraction in the first place. What is it about modern life that makes us so desperate to escape? What is it about ourselves that we're so afraid to face? The answers lie in the hidden forces that shape our behavior. Forces that are as old as humanity itself, yet amplified by the world we live in today. Forces that are psychological, philosophical, and deeply rooted in the human condition. So let's begin. Let's peel back the layers of this addiction one by one and uncover the truth beneath. Because the truth, as unsettling as it may be, is the only thing that can set us free. But be warned, this is not a journey for the faint of heart. It will challenge everything you think you know about yourself and the world around you. It will force you to confront the parts of yourself you've been running from, and it will ask you to make a choice, to keep running or to stop, turn around, and face the silence. The choice is yours. But remember, the longer you run, the heavier the chains become. Now let's take the first step. Let's uncover the hidden problem and the psychological and philosophical roots that keep us trapped in the cycle of distraction.